Hello and welcome back to LJP Resin Craft. So today, as you can probably guess, we are doing some UV resin work. So I'm going to be doing three pendants. So these are the bezels that they're going to go in, but I'm going to be using this mold, specifically this one, and one of these, to make the inserts for these bezels. Let's get started. I will most likely be using some silver and potentially white glitter for the last part. So there is a little bowl there for mixing. Just realised I haven't got no tweezers, so grab a pair of tweezers because they will come in handy. But yeah, that's the plan for today. So starters, I'm gonna just put my tray down underneath the mold, and we'll start with one of the larger ones. So this first large one I am going to be putting in, come on, grab it, this flower and this leaf when I can pick it up, and this leaf. So they will be going in there. So the first, what I'm going to do is just put a nice base in. So we'll go for this one first. So like I said, just a base of resin there for it to sit on. Get me a little lighter to get rid of any bubbles. And got that bubble there right at the bottom. Just coax that out. And then another light. And for this I will use the torch 2 seconds just to get that first layer at least started to harden up. There we go. And then I may need to cut this down, so I'm just going to use a little bit of tweezers just to cut off. Actually, that's a good idea. I'm going to cut all the little parts off, and I'll put them in one at a time. There we go. And then I'm not worried about those two little bits. So remember, the front, the bottom of this is going to be the front. So when you're positioning your flowers, you want them how they're going to look best from the front. Actually, I'm going to put the next layer of resin in there so that they've got something to sit on. So again, just get rid of those bubbles. There we go. Move it off to the side a little bit. And I think one more. There we go. Actually, I think that's all I'm going to put in for that one. So again, make certain it's where you want it to be. I'm just going to do a quick bit of light to firm that in place. And then I'm going to do the leaf on the next layer. Okay. So again, another bit of UV resin. And rid of that bubble. And then the leaf is going to look better that side, I think. So that one I'm going to actually, have it like that. Try and push it underneath the resin. It's moving a little bit. There we go. And again, quick to get rid of any bubbles. Right, so I am now, that's just to firm it up. I'm going to put that in for 5 minutes and I will be right back once that's finished. Okay, I am back. It's been in probably not 5 minutes, but I've brought it out to do the final layer. So the final layer I'm going to do white glitter, I think. So just going to put quite a bit of resin in there, and then going to use a spoon rather than tipping it, because the last time I did that I poured way too much resin in there, glitter in there. So hopefully that will be enough, and then use this to stir it all around. There we go. And then it's just going to be a case of, there's some more loose glitter there, so just grab that. Okay, and then just going to be a case of putting it down into the mould. There, that should do it. So get that in there, back in there, and I will put that on for a full 5 minutes now. There we go, for 5 minutes, and we'll be back once it's ready. Okay, we're back, and it has now finished in the resin, the UV light. So I'm gonna just pop that out, and that is the first one. That's come out really nice. I'm happy with that, and that's really hot. So I'm gonna bob that down on there, and we'll come back to it, and then on to the next one. So the next one, again, well, the next one we are going to be doing a key and a flower. I'm not certain what these flowers, I don't know what the names of flowers are, I just know I like the looks of it. And because we've got a couple of these left, I might do a couple more of these in it, just to give it a pop of colour. So like we did last time, we'll start off with a layer of clear. and then just drop that so it's level. Get rid of any bubbles, and quick bit with the light to make it firm up. There we go. Okay, and then again another layer of resin. And again with the lighter to get rid of any bubbles. There we go. Okay, so the first thing that's going to go in is the key. So do kind of want it straight, but if it doesn't go straight, I ain't fussed. I think that's good. And then, like I said, just those little flowers here, just to give it that little pop of colour. Don't drop, you got stuck. There we go. There we go. Just push the key over that little bit. Okay, get another bit of paper towel. Wipe off tweezers. Okay, yep, I'm happy with that. So again, just to firm it up a little bit. That way the key's not going to move. And then the next layer I will put the last flower in. There we go. So again, quickly get rid of bubbles, and then in with this flower. Oops. Oh. There we go, and then just to firm it up a little bit. Okay, nope. And then I'm going to put it in for about 3 minutes, and just to firm it up, and we will do the final layer of this one. So yeah, I'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay, to try and save a little bit of time, I'm going to mix the base layer or the final layer up on top of it, so it's still avoiding the light, hopefully, but I can actually get work done in the meantime. So this time we're going silver, and just give that a quick wipe off. Okay, and then like we did with the white, just gives that a quick mix to make certain it's all mixed up. There we go. So that is all mixed up ready, and we just need it to come out the light now, and then we can get started on the final layer. To be honest, it doesn't necessarily need to be a full 5 minutes, 3 minutes. Right, so yeah, we're hard enough, so it is fine. So again, with the final layer, just going to put the silver in. And I hope I've done enough silver. Got a bit of that plant sticking up there. Never mind. It'll be going against the pendant, so it'll be fine. Okay, that is the silver layer done. So again, just quickly go over with the lighter, get rid of any bubbles, and then in with the the UV light, this time for 5 minutes. So I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, I am back. We have had this in the UV light for 5 minutes. I also bobbed that one back over as well, just to make certain. And there we go. There we go. There's the key. Again, I'm really happy with that. I like that silver background, this glitter background. So bob that there. I also put my spare resin to cure as well. So that way I can clean up the mixing bowl so that I can reuse it. So just a bit of masking tape to get off any excess bits of resin. Okay, so the next one is going to be one of these, and it's going to be pretty simple. It's just going to have this little flower here, and then I'm going to do the background with the Dazzling Diamond mica powder, but I'm going to put a very small amount, and hopefully that will cure fine. With it being a mica powder, there's always a chance it's going to block the light, so it's more of a glitter type that anyhow, so I'm not too worried, but to be on the safe side, that's what I'm going to do. So on this one, I am only going to put the base layer, or the first layer, and then I'm going to put my flower into there, because this one I don't think is as deep as the others. Okay, now I need to pick that up and put it in, and I want to make certain it gets submerged. There we go. That's nice. And there we go. So that's that one done. So I'm gonna do the light just to be on the safe side, but that is going to go straight in here for 3 minutes. I am going to do full 3 minutes. Okay, there we go. And we'll get that cured under the light, and then I'll come back and I will do the final layer of the Dazzling Diamond. So speak to you then. Okay, we are back. We have now got it cured. So we're going to move on to the final part, the dazzling diamond. It's got a bit more glitter in the bottom of that, so let me just get that out before we continue. Come on. There we go. Right, so we're not going to need a lot of resin, so I think that should do it. And then, like I said, I am going to put the tiniest amount in here. So you can just see this sparkle coming through. Do you want a bit more? So let's just dip. That should do it. There, that should be enough for what I'm wanting. Because it's got the backing of the silver anyhow. Just I wanted that shine. So let me just put that lid on. And it's very fine that, and I don't want the dust to go flying everywhere. And then it is going to be a case of just getting it onto here. There you go. And maybe another drop. Right, so again, that's that. I will let it go on for another 5 minutes. So into the light, and 5 minutes, and I will be back when that's finished. Okay, so we're back. It's been 5 minutes and that's now been finished. So let's get it out and see what it looks like. That's beautiful. I like that. That's come out really nice. Okay, so that's that. I'll move that mold out of the way, and I'm just going to put all of my pendants so far onto here, because to use up some of the excess, I'm gonna just do one of these little molds here, and because it doesn't seem to have been a very long video from me doing the video, I'm gonna create a keyring. So I'm gonna do that. So first, let's get, I think I'm gonna use this one because it's easier to scoop it out with. So just gonna scoop out the leftover resin into this square. There we go. Come on, all of you. And then I'm gonna, on top of that, put the white glitter. And it's just a little square. I don't know what I'll do with it, but we shall see. I might even just use it as an inclusion in another project. Okay, that's that. So I will also put these on here as well to make it easier for cleaning. There you go. Right, so it's going to be pretty much straightforward. It's going to be 3 keys in this one, and it's just going to be clear resin. Very simple. Did I get it around the back? Nope. Okay. Get rid of any bubbles. And then it's on to getting the keys in position. I might even only end up having to do 2 keys, depending on how they go. And I think yep, just the 2 keys. Okay, so Kim gives that a quick once over with a lighter to get rid of any bubbles. I might actually do a back layer because there is a fair bit on the back. So let's get all these under the UV light for 3 minutes. Oh, 5 minutes, will do. And yeah, I will be right back. Okay, so they've been in for 5 minutes now. I'll clean those off in a second. They've been in for the extra time and they're still all as nice as I want them to be. And then this one and this one are all finished. Right, I said I'm going to back this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do it a little bit different, and I'm going to put the resin in, and I think I'm going to sprinkle the glitter on the back of it. So get the resin in. Ooh. So just go around and make certain it is hitting all the sides and the corners. Yep. And then this time I'm going to do gold. So I'm just going to, there we go, that should do it. I don't want any more than that. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to just circle it around so it's not fully covered the area, or it's not a full coat of the area, should I say. It's just in this last bit of resin. There we go. Might add a little bit more resin just to level it off. There we go. And again, just because I've added that resin, it's thinned out the gold glitter a little bit. There we go. And then I'm just going to go with a lighter to get any last bubbles, and then yep, that's going in the bubble room, not bubble remover, UV light for another 5 minutes. Right, so while that's doing that, these are the pendants that these are going to go in. So that's that one, and that one. Yep, they're going to all fit nicely. So what I'm going to do is I have got some little resin glue. It's very fast acting. So what I am going to do first off is just get my I can't think of the word today. Get my little tool and just score the back a little bit. Should really move these out of the way so I'm not doing it over top of them. There we go. You can just see that it is scoring the back. That's basically all I'm wanting. And then I'll just get a little bit of alcohol on it just to clean it up. All the dust all over it now. There we go. Okay, and then the same with the next one. And then the last one. There we go. Simple as that. Gives a quick wipe down, and then we're ready. So I'll put that on in 5 minutes. It's not going to hurt anything. Right. So it's equal parts of these and then mix them. But like I said, it is very, very fast acting. So it's 5 minutes. So let's get it done. So a squirt of that one. Come on. Oh. Squirt of that one. And then mix them together. Okay, and then it's just going to be a case of a dollop into there, a dollop into there, and a dollop into there. I'm going to put another dollop into that one. I'm not even worrying about spreading it around because it will just get spread round or squashed into place. There we go, that should do that. And then let's get these into place. So First one in, second one in, and third one in. Okay, so let them dry and then they will be ready. So in essence, they are ready now. They're just waiting to be dried, so I'll just bob them up here, out the way. And right, so this is now finished. It's 5 minutes plus, so that's all finished. So we'll get the little square out first. So the little square with a little bit of trimming needed, but yeah, I may use that as an inclusion another day for that one, but we'll see. And then this key ring, there we go. That's really nice. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I am very happy with that. I think I'm going to put everything back under the UV light for another 5 minutes or so, and then put the key ring together, and then that's it for this week. So that's all the video. That's all the items this week. Come again next week. See what we get up to then. It may only be a short video because if I'm working it out correctly, next video will be the weekend before Christmas and New Year. So it's probably going to be just a quick video, but I don't know. But yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know if you've got any ideas for the future. And like and subscribe. And see you next time. Bye.